Hi everyone, Cherie Keller here with Unit 3 discussion post. The topic that I chose to research, an issue in education that would require legislation, is actually a reduction in class size. I just feel really strongly that smaller class sizes are better for kids, and interestingly enough, I learned through my research that this is actually the most expensive reform, and so it would definitely present its challenges when brought to the legislature in terms of passing a bill to minimize class size. We were asked what communication tool that we would use to try to bring about this change, and I was really impressed with the article that we had to read about the whole legislative process and how that works in education. And the thing that I walked away with after reading that article is that legislators are just often, ironically, the word would be undereducated about the issues at hand, and how there are several legislators at the state level that tend to be the influencers, those who are looked at and trusted and thought to be credible. And I thought it would be really important to find out who those influential legislators are and make sure that they have the right information in their hands about the benefits of reduction in class size, because then they would be able to be more influential in swaying the votes of the other legislators. And since this is one of the most expensive reforms in education, I thought how important it would be to educate them about what other states are doing and specific ways that it could be funded. In my research, I learned that Titles 1, 2, 4, and even 3 in some cases, when it comes to limited English proficiency, can be used to fund reduction in class size. And so, actually, providing concrete information in order to make the job easier for the legislators would be important. Um, I have learned in my experience, the question was asked, how would we maintain these ongoing relationships? And I have learned that really there's nothing that really can take the place of a personal relationship. I've worked with my husband, who's a dentist, and the Dental Society here in the Treasure Valley regularly holds meetings with their lobbyists and with the state legislators, talking about issues such as treatment for children. And I have found that just by holding dinners where these legislators are invited to come, listen to the lobbyists, listen to people speak, and they're provided a free meal, I have been amazed at the progress that they've been able to make just through those personal relationships through those dinners. So I think invitations to dinners such as that, maintaining the relationship through thank you notes, ongoing correspondence would be important. I was also impressed with what we learned about how don't be discouraged if your bill doesn't pass the first time, that's actually part of the process, to be patient and to continue those personal relationships even though your bill might not get passed right away. The question was also asked, what specific tool would we use? I was really impressed in the Parent Toolbox article that we looked at. The Smore app or program. I've never used that one before. It's an e-newsletter. What I liked about that is that you could incorporate all kinds of references that people could read if they were interested. So, for example, specific information on different titles or funding or the research of the benefits of reduced class sizes would be huge. And you could put some of the studies that have been done in the research in there, and then people could read them as interested or as needed. You could also include pictures from schools of oversized or crowded classrooms and use that as an ongoing campaign to create support. And then lastly, the question was, how would you use that in an overall PR strategy? And I thought how cool it would be to have a Facebook page or a Twitter where administrators could publicly broadcast through social media what they are doing to work with the legislators to try to get this to be passed, and create a forum for parents to know what administrators are doing, and also to encourage parents to also be, and maybe it wouldn't just be parents, but people in the community, to also reach out to the legislators to give them their concerns and their input as to what they would feel would be beneficial to reduce class sizes. I hope that's helpful. I look forward to hearing your responses this week. Have a good one.